Welcome to the season finale of Season 3 here at Southampton. We have gone from relegation-threatened side to maybe Champions League side. It depends how the domestic league season ends for us today. We also have the opportunity to, at the very least, be in the Europa League next year, either via a league finish or, of course, by winning the Conference League final, which we have at the end of the episode against PSV. Leicester currently sit above us in the league. They're our final league game, and should we win that game and the game against West Ham, we will certainly finish at least 5th. We need to win both of our games and to have City or Spurs drop substantial points in their final 2 games. Tottenham Hotspur have, in their final 2 games, Everton at home and Villa away. Manchester City, in their final 2 games, have Nottingham Forest away and Brighton at home. Neither of those sides, or none of those sides, are very good. So I am really not sure if we're going to get Champions League football. It is highly unlikely we're going to get Champions League football, but we have seen stranger things happen in career mode, for sure. West Ham, our first opponents, aren't going to be a pushover. They're in 8th and with an outside shout of getting even a Europa League spot. If they beat me, they're up to 62 and could easily overturn me into 6th. So West Ham fighting for Europe, Leicester fighting for Europe, we're fighting for Europe, City and Spurs are fighting for Europe, the best possible category, and we have a backup 4-1 for the Europa League in the Conference League. But hopefully we'll be qualifying for the Europa League as a minimum, and then we'll see what happens from there. It is going to be interesting to say the least. Let's get going. 1 game at a time. Win, win, win. Hope for the best. Our West Ham opponents this time around. Dominic Livakovic in goal. 5-star weak foot Ferland Mendy at right back. Joe Gomez, Christensen, Edgar and Rain and Lodi. Kone and Rice. Ismail Assar, Lois Openda and Leroy Sané as the front 3. Really good side for West Ham. Leicester side is going to be just as good as well. They're in 5th in the table. We've got some of the toughest 2 fixtures we could possibly have gotten at this stage of the season, which is not great, especially when you're needing to overturn a couple of other sides and praying that others drop points as well. When you're not guaranteed to even get your own, makes it particularly tough. But we'll try everything we possibly can to be a Champions League side next season. To Suleiman, it's a heavy touch, but you will find Ollie Watkins, and Ludovic Blas is in. You guys have been praising Ludovic Blas like crazy in the comment section the past couple of days, or past couple of episodes, should I say. And rightly so. The majority of our positive play does come through him. That's going to have hit Salisu's arm, isn't it? But unfortunately this time he couldn't give us a 1-0 lead. Ferland Mendy's pretty rock solid, isn't he? James Ward-Prowse. We will get this out wide. It's good footwork. Float it with Suleiman. And Ollie Watkins is there with a brilliant header. But it's an excellent save by Livakovic to stop us from taking the lead. Livakovic denying us twice now. Suleiman will get this quickly out wide again to James Ward-Prowse, who will be onside. Ollie's a bit shorter this time. There's no room to do anything here. So Suleiman will try and work that into the bottom corner. And Livakovic makes another top stop. Trying again. Come on then, Jim Jams. Ollie's up. Leroy Sané wins that. Blas will try and knock it to a teammate. It has fallen to a teammate. And again, we'll try and keep play moving, but I think that hit a hand. And we'll be there. Free kick again. I'm trying. It's not working. And Blas, Ollie Watkins. You can see the 5 for West Ham just stood really annoyingly in the way all the bloody time. Ollie Watkins, I'm not going to be able to turn to find space, so we'll look for a teammate instead. And James Ward-Prowse couldn't have come much closer, but wide of the target still. It is all Southampton here, but it won't go in. Oh, Pender's done me. And then for pace as well. Nearly single-handedly giving West Ham United the lead here, Lois Openda. Got a move in real life to Leipzig. So we'll see if he can do it in the Bundesliga after his time in Belgium and France. He's Manu Kone, he might be on his way to the Premier League as well, to Liverpool, judging by rumours that have been seeing on social media. And that's going to go in. Oh, no. We've dominated the game. And with their first meaningful, prolonged attack, West Ham take the lead through Ismail Assar. City have just equalised against Nottingham Forest, I just noticed. So Manchester City are, as it stands, dropping points. If we drop points of our own and don't end up getting Champions League because I didn't do my job in getting the 2 wins I needed, I'll be gutted. I'm already gutted that Ollie Watkins hasn't tucked that away. Further proving the point that if we are to challenge at the very top of the Premier League and get regular Champions League football, we are going to need a striker that is better and more consistent than Ollie Watkins or Armando Broja. 25 to go. We still trail at the London Stadium. I need teammates to catch up with me though. Gallagher, Tierney, Alcaraz. Gallagher's made a good run. Ollie did too. He's Ludovic Blas. I tell you what, if I ever need a goalkeeper, I'm going to buy Livakovic because he is a monster in between the sticks. And Rice just loitering on it, tackled by Ollie Watkins. He does well to get away from the man with the first touch, and we'll look for Kamaldeen Sulemana, who has Ludovic Blas in the middle to find. That's hit Renan Lodi's hand. It'll be a free kick. Now, I made the change to bring Armando Broja on about 20 in-game minutes ago, but because the ball just didn't go out, he hasn't had the chance to come on. We'll whip this towards him at the back post, and he might have the perfect start. Oh, no! It's hit Alcaraz, and he can't turn it home. I don't know how many more chances I need to score a goal, but evidently, more than we've created so far. Our XG is off the charts, I'm sure, with that one as well. 7 attempts on goal now, and still no bloody ball in the back of the net. 2 minutes to go, and it's all West Ham now, and time is running out for me. Can I challenge for that? I can, but I'm not going to get it. Manu Kone. Oh, Ismail, it's a brilliant turn. That might be Champions League. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. He's offside. I mean, let's be honest. He's not. That is the tightest VAR call you've seen for a while. We desperately need to get the ball up the other end, but there's only a minute left. Ref, don't. Oh, God! Right, if you ever need a goalkeeper on FIFA, buy Dominic Livakovic, because he's insane. The amount of saves he made in that game was outrageous. That brings West Ham into the picture. Livakovic save, Livakovic save, Livakovic save, Ward-Prowse miss. God damn it, Livakovic. How dare you? City won in the end against Forest anyway. I think that's Champions League gone already. Now, we have to hope that we can maybe steal Europa League via the league from Leicester. Otherwise, we're hoping for just a Conference League win to actually seal Europa League football next year. I want to do it via... I want to do everything via the league, but we just couldn't get it done against West Ham there. It wasn't even one defensive mistake. Oh, it's just unlucky for Gavin Pizzuno to have conceded the goal in the manner that he did. Bro, you played, you moron. Shut up. So in the league then, Leicester lost as well. And if we'd have won... Oh, Spurs haven't played yet. They haven't played yet. Okay. Oh, yeah, they play on the 21st against Everton. So West Ham could finish 5th. I could finish 5th. Arsenal could finish 5th. Arsenal got a game in hand as well. No, they could come above us too. They've got Wolves who are 9th, actually. So that's not a straightforward game. Oh, please, please tell me. Please tell me that it's still a possibility. Youth player was unsettled. Who was it? Hlompho Malangu, our South African star. Let's have a look. Do you deserve calling up, Mr. Malangu? 84 to 90 potential. You absolutely do, pal. So up you come, and we'll loan you out next season. Lebohang Smith is looking like he might be pretty decent too, so we'll promote him to the senior team as well, and we'll see what happens in the remainder of the calendar year. So Arsenal won and are up to 5th. Bollocks! Tottenham won and are up to 3rd. We would have needed to have won and still hoped on the final day for Champions League football. As it happens, we need to win and hope for Europa League football. If not, it's going to need to be via the Europa Conference League final that is on the way. Chelsea, top of the table, and have won the league, might I add. Arsenal could still squeak into the... Well, they're not going to, are they? Looking at the goal difference. The top 4 Champions League spots are assured as they currently stand. At the bottom end of the table, everybody's down already as well. Sheffield United, Burnley and Bournemouth, all gone. So for us, Arsenal on the final day have Nottingham Forest, who let us down trying to beat City. Leicester City have us. So if we win our next game, we will finish 6th and I'm sure get Europa League football. If we lose the next game or draw the next game, then we will have to win the Conference League against PSV to get Europa League football. Leicester City have Pierluigi Golini in goal. Laird, Milenkovic, Viejo and Pedrosa. McTominay and Zubamendi. Kubo, Alexis McAllister and Ansgar Nauf. And Gaetan Laborde up top. It's not an incredible side. Genuinely isn't. But they are challenging, or were challenging at least, for the Champions League. And if they beat me, they still could. No, they were on 65, weren't they? So Arsenal and Leicester assured Europa League football as a minimum, but no Champions League football. And I need to make sure that I win this to give myself the opportunity of Europa League football via a league finish, which allows us a potential slip-up against PSV in the cup final to come after this. But we don't want to rely on a cup final victory. We want to do it at the first given opportunity, which is today. Win, and we're Europa League. Decent build-up. It's not great build-up. Man City lead through Erling Haaland against Brighton and Hove Albion. Scott McTominay dinks that out wide to Kubo. And trying to outmuscle him, but can't. Laborde flicks that on. Gallagher, that was a clearance. It was rubbish, is what it was. Why is Basunu? So, West Ham's single goal was Basunu not properly saving it. Where in the balls is he going there? Show me a replay. Why is he coming for that? Where are you going, Gavin? My goalkeeper single-handedly throwing Champions League football and maybe even Europa League football down the drain. Next to nothing in this game so far, but playing against a fullback, not a 5, I'm hoping we can be a bit more creative than we were against West Ham. 7 efforts in that game. But so far, up to 20 minutes, I don't think I've had one in this one. Jim Jones is getting forward. That's a lovely ball through to Alcaraz, who just needs to find a teammate. And Ollie Watkins draws the save from the keeper. We'll try and keep it alive with a good header. Zubamendi driven out wide. Well in, Kieran. Well in, Alcaraz. Oh. Rushed it. McAllister. Oh! It's 2-0 Leicester. Shot power too much from Gaetan Laborde. And it flashes past Gavin Bazunu in a moment. It's that dodgy animation again. It's relatively straight at him. I don't know how to react to what's happened on the football pitch for us today in this episode. But we are going to have to win the UEFA Europa Conference League if we want orange Europa League football next season. This is brilliant from Leicester again. I get the tackle in, it falls straight back to McSauce. Zubamendi, McAllister. Well, it might be nice to score 1 goal in the Premier League today, but I don't think we're even going to get the chance of that with 30 seconds left. We are going to lose 2-0 to West Ham, and we are going to lose 2-0 to Leicester City. Both of which avoidable. This game, though, I don't even know as I created much in this one at all. West Ham I could have won 6-2, but I don't know as I created much at all in that game. 3 shots all game. Crumbling, bottling, devastated. All sides around us win as well. So in the league, we end up finishing 7th, which is exactly where we finished last year. Spurs nab Champions League on goal difference ahead of Arsenal and Leicester City. Oh, Liverpool only 9th, though. That is awful from them. So we'll be Conference League again next year, unless we can win this next game. This is, well, every game as we've gone through and played it so far in this episode has been the biggest game of our season and save so far. Now this one is the biggest of them ever. PSV knocking out Osasuna, Anderlecht and Aberdeen on their way to the final. We've had a relatively straightforward run ourselves, knocking out FSV Mainz in the previous round. PSV's side looks like this. Walter Benitez in goal for them. Philip Max at left back. Boschali, Baumgartel and Mwene. Fearman at 83. Xavi Simons at 83. Gustil in there as well with Gruel, Romero and Vertessen. An attacking 4-3-3 for the Dutch. Should we really have expected anything else? This is it. This is game time. Broja starts, Teller starts, Ravella starts, and somehow Gavin Bazunu keeps his first team 11 spot. Although he is a lucky boy that I don't have any other decent goalkeepers at the club. Sulemana looking to get away. This will be a hell of a start if we can get it. If you can make me a run I could use, please, Armando. That'd be brilliant, pal. Thanks, mate. We'll try from the corner. ChesnoidPlays delivers. Is it an early goal? No. Romero. PSV's first attempt to get forward. Gruel and Boschali. Gustil. Xavi Simons, lovely little reverse for Vertessen. Bazunu in the way this time and does keep it out. Oh, thank the Lord for that. I saw that going in, and us having a repeat of the previous two games. I need to turn up here. There are no excuses for not winning this one. Lovely take by Ludovic. He's on his own. Ah, and he can't do it. Jim Jams, Blas again could be played in. They're calling for offside. He's not off. He's in and on his favoured left. I've scored a goal today! I've scored a goal today! Ah! I've scored a goal today! Ludovic Blas gives us a 1-0 lead in the Europa Conference League final. That might be everything we've been waiting for. Vertessen. Great delivery. Romero. And away. Thank you, Gavin. Never in today's episode did I ever think I'd be saying thank you, Gavin Bazunu. I've been saying four-letter tirade to Gavin Bazunu more so than anything else. Amanda Broja is in for potentially two. And that could be the cup for us. Such a relief. I did not want Europa Conference League football again. I was desperate, absolutely desperate for Champions League or Europa League football, for an improvement in European competition at the very least. And it looks like we might just get that. Tierney to Teller. Teller turns well, and Tierney. We'll tuck this back to Blas and then look for Broja. Probably shouldn't have done it first time, to be fair. Anwar El Ghazi out wide to Gruel. Around the corner to Xavi Simons. Trying to outmuscle him. I can't get there. They could relight their attempts to win the cup here, PSV, if they can find a goal back. Which they can't do. Gavin Bazunu. And the second attempt holds on just in front of the onrushing Romero. I think it was Romero. Oh, we could immediately go and score a third and put the game to bed anyway. It wasn't Romero. It was the man on the left-hand side for them. It's Gustil. Xavi Simons. It's El Ghazi. I want to replace Gavin Bazunu next year. I think I'm going to buy Livakovic. Bazunu's been brilliant all season, really. But when it's come down to it, at crunch time, in the big moments, he has made mistake after mistake. Just like he did before he kick-started his career with his loan spells. I need better up top, more clinical up top. And we've just, over today's episode, proven that we need better at the back as well. I need more reliable at both ends of the pitch. Blas nearly sealed it at 3. Tierney's up really well. Sulemana. Oh, what a first time pass for James Ward-Prowse, but I think as the ball reached him, I was still powering up. Anwar El Ghazi got one. Gruel is in here. And they might be finding an equaliser. Greedy to take the shot on from there. El Ghazi's onside. They have found the equaliser. 2-2 here in the Europa Conference League final. Ludicrous to take the shot on, but the marking is diabolical. Anwar El Ghazi, who's already scored a goal, entirely left on his own. Nothing the keeper could have done about that one. That's on the people in front of him. We are level. And here we go again. Just don't do it to me. It would be absolutely classic of today's episode if it happens here. But please don't do it to me, game. Sulemana misses it. Xavi Simons is in behind here with options in the middle to look for, which he finds. Oh, and then the greedy El Ghazi goes for his hat-trick rather than ensuring his team scored. Win this, Armando. Let's do a West Ham. Let's win it in the last minute, please. Looking for Broja. Hit a hand. Baumgartel. Surely it's too far out, even for James Ward-Prowse. I will try in the last minute of a European final. James Ward-Prowse for the cup. Cut. Extra time it will be. They had one shot in the first half, and I thought we are just strolling to victory here. They turned up in the second, and 2 good goals. I thought too close to Conor Gallagher. We don't get there. Here's Luke de Jong. Strike over the bar from Gruel. It was him just having an effort like that that led to their second goal. So I kind of get why he took it, but he seems to be a very greedy player, Gruel, their winger. Just constantly thinking of himself, trying to take the glory for himself. And every time he's tried, he's failed. Sulemana. Delivery's good. Ollie's up. Connor's up. So's the ball over the bar. Second half of extra time on the way. Conor Gallagher steals it away. After all of our mistakes. Oh, I was going to say, is it going to be a PSV one that leads to the winning goal going in? No. They then handball it from the resulting play. Ollie. Connor. The substitutes. What? Oh, Ollie! Stay on side! Oh, by an ankle. Ollie Watkins offside. Flipping it. We're going to go to penalties, aren't we? Conor Gallagher was quite literally in to win it there. I don't think there was any doubt that that was going to end up in the back of the net should play have continued. It's penalties in the UEFA Europa Conference League. We bottle a 2-0 lead. Anwar El Ghazi with a brace. And it's to spot kicks to find out who plays Europa League football next season. And they arguably have better penalty takers than us. James Ward-Prowse to step up first for me. And see it saved. Anwar El Ghazi does the same. Alcaraz, I'm going to go down the middle. Hits the bar. Are you serious? Goose Till. Saved as well. 4 penalties apiece. Nobody's put it in the back of the net yet. We have now. What is happening? Gutierrez from the spot. Buries it. It's 1 apiece after 6 penalties. Ollie Watkins. I'll go down the middle with him again. The keeper stood still. Gruel. Saved again! Conor Gallagher, the man that could have won it in regular extra time. If Ollie Watkins' ankle was onside, buries it, and now it's Luke de Jong to keep PSV in the game. Gavin Bazunu saves 4 penalties. The man that cost us Champions League football earns us Europa League football. You couldn't script it. We win the UEFA Europa Conference League as PSV miss 4 penalties. We miss 3, 2 saved, 1 off the bar. That is one of the most ridiculous penalty shootouts I've ever been a part of. We win the trophy. James Ward-Prowse will lift it. You're telling me that skips it? Come on! We don't get to see the trophy lift. Oh! Well, it really is just one laugh after another for us today, isn't it? Oh, Southampton win 2-1 on penalties. There were more goals scored in 120 minutes than there were penalties scored in a shootout. That's silly. Well, I have paid for that with my voice, as live chat has quite rightly pointed out. Let's advance a little bit further. I'll have a full season roundup and finally put this tumultuous season finale to bed. So a full season roundup of the competitions we were involved in, the bigger competitions around Europe, and of course we'll have a look at our squad and see how they grew. Chelsea win the league, United and City and Spurs are in the Champions League next year. Arsenal and Leicester on paper Europa League, but because we've won the Conference League, I don't know whether that stops Leicester from getting Europa League themselves. Not entirely too sure on the rulings. Sheffield United, Burnley and Bournemouth are relegated, however. The FA Cup this season was won by Arsenal, the side that knocked us out. They had to rely on penalties to beat Blackburn in the semi-finals at Wembley. The Carabao Cup was won by West Ham over Swansea City, who got to the final of the Carabao Cup. Fair play to them. Porto won the Super Cup. The Champions League was won on penalties as well. Manchester United over Chelsea in that competition. Marseille beat Lyon in an all-French and all-Olympique Europa League final. And we know what happened in that one. We get Europa League football for next season. We'll be playing in the orange competition, not the green one, although we would very much have liked the blue. With regards the Golden Boot, it goes to Erling Haaland of Manchester City. Victor Osimhen comes third behind Jonathan David at Aston Villa. Gabby Jesus there, Kane and Son as well. Our highest goal scorer was Ollie Watkins with 14, who will be my backup striker next year, of course. We're looking to loan Broja, keep Ollie Watkins as backup and sign a marquee new striker. Broja there with 13 in 26, Ollie with 14 in 24. Broja will grow on loan, others won't. Ludovic Blas, by the way, got 11 as well, so fair play to him. Kane gets the silver boot, I guess, for the most assists, although he shares it with Sané, Osimhen and Phil Foden. Blas with 10, Gallagher with 9, Alcaraz with 8. Our players were in there as well. Ward-Prowse with 6. He might drop from the starting lineup next season. Gavin Bazunu, of course, won the Golden Glove this year with 11 clean sheets. Because of course he did. I will be looking to sign Livakovic. Because he made a hell of an impression for West Ham. He scored... Hoyer Fernandez got 4 in 8 for West Ham. Christ knows. You tell me. I have no idea what's going on there whatsoever. There's not a chance in hell that Gavin Bazunu deserves the Golden Glove, not after today's performance. With regards to the other larger leagues around Europe, who we might be playing in the Champions League next year, and of course Championship, who might be playing in the Prem next year, Leeds and Norwich are back in the big time. Brentford, Hull, Watford and Middlesbrough battle it out for a spot in the top flight as well. Ipswich, Derby and Huddersfield down. In League One, Peterborough in the league and Wigan get automatic promotion as well. Sheffield Wednesday, Pompey, Plymouth and Barnsley fight it out in the playoffs. Cambridge survive once more in 15th. Crewe, Stevenage, Rochdale and Mansfield are down Up from League 2, Forest Green, Lincoln City and Cheltenham Town. Bradford City, Doncaster, Stockport and Bristol Rovers are in the playoffs and relegated to the National League. Wear it on the game. Harrogate Town and Sutton United in League 1. PSG win by 12 points from Monaco, Lyon and Nice. Nice will be Europa League. We might end up in their group. We shall wait and see. In the Bundesliga, Leipzig from Bayern, from Wolfsburg, from Borussia Dortmund. Leverkusen will be Europa League. We could have them in our group, perhaps. In Serie A, it's Lazio from Milan, Fiorentina. Juventus and Napoli, who will be Europa League. Maybe Napoli will be the side in our group next year. In Liga Portuguesa, Sporting from Benfica and Portimonense in the Europa League. In the SPL, it's Rangers from Celtic by 7 points. In La Liga, it's Barcelona from Atleti and Real Sevilla. Then Rayo Vallecano in 5th. GG, boys. They get themselves European football. That is one hell of a turn up for the books. With regards, quickly, our objectives for the board this year. Youth development, we didn't have any, surprisingly. We got both of the brand exposure. We got the financial one. Failed both of the domestic success ones. And won the cup in Europe. So the board are happy enough with us. Youth player-wise. He will be good, but not even close to yet. Pavel Jovanovic will be good, but not even close to yet. And in fact, to be fair, 90 to 94, Tommy Rose will be good too, but not even close to yet being of quality needed. So, Dubravka's contract expires. Gavin Bazunu will be my backup goalkeeper. I'm buying Livakovic. He made such an impression. Renato Silva will go out on loan. Novak up 5, but still not good enough. Tierney certainly will continue to start. Anthony Robinson continue to be backup. Janssen up 5, Young up 7, Longo up 5 to 75. We'll bring him into the question for first team squad football. Barbosa up 4. Bella Kotchap, Luke Shaw and Salisu will continue to be my go-to centre-backs. So probably Longo will be a Carabao Cup and group stage of Europa League level centre-back. Hattabor and Hickey, I think I'm happy enough with for now. Hickey will continue to grow, I hope, next year, although he's peaked now. Wait and see what happens. Romeo Lavia is up to 82 out on loan at AC Milan. Really pleased with that. Janssen up 3. Teller up 4 to 80 and now peaked. We'll wait and see with him. Not sure yet. Udozi will go out on loan again, as will Dragovic. Sulemana's up 4. Ravella's up 1 to 84. Jelovic up 11 with a position change, I think. But regardless, growing very well. Conor Gallagher hasn't grown this year and is peaked as well. James Ward-Prowse, 30, will start to decline soon. I think Ravella starts ahead of Ward-Prowse next year. I'm not sure. Ollie Rowe up 9. Theo Coles up 2. As Kay DeLu is up 6. Smallbone, I'm just going to sell. He's just not ever going to be in a position to be in the starting lineup. Miranda up 5. Ferreira up 4 to 74. Potential to be special. Carter Andrews up 5. Actually, as well. Duarte up 3. Janssen up 8. But that's with a position change. Stefano Ricci, 78 rated. And with 90 acceleration, 77 sprint speed, ball control off the charts, he is going to be in the squad for sure next year. Ball control and dribbling are insane. We'll up his short passing if we can, and his crossing if we can, and maybe he's a potential wide man. He's certainly good enough to be involved. Rogers, not yet. Smith will loan out. Aribo, I might even sell to use Richie in his place. Blas, obviously, will continue on. He's been superb for us this year. Marsh, up 9, will go out on loan again. Marin, similarly. Ali, up 8, will go out on loan again. Ibrahim, out on loan at Newcastle, up 6. And very much now part of the first team picture. He has to be. 84 short passing, 82 crossing. Finishing's good. He's bloody rapid. So he's got to be part of the equation. And maybe we sell Nathan Teller because Ibrahim is going to be the go-to wide man as a backup, of course, to Alcaraz and Sulemana. Ndoye not growing much at all. Only up 2, which is a disappointment. Jovanovic up 9, but will go out on loan again. Loan spell for Malangu. Mara's up 2, still not good enough. I'm probably just going to sell him. Taylor is potential to be special, will go on loan again. Christea up 6, will go on loan again. Broja going to loan. Watkins will stay and we'll sign a new striker. That's the plan for next season. No excuses. I want top 4 next year. No excuses. It has to happen. And we'll sign the goalkeeper and striker to ensure that it does. Thank you for watching this season. Make sure you're staying tuned to the channel for the start of Season 4 of this save, the end of the F122 save, and the start of the F123, my team save, very soon indeed. That's all for me for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.